Hello once again, this is James Broughton, and welcome. As we did research for our new book, our objective was to try and define the word safety. We discovered in our research that there are some underlying issues that impact the safety culture. The definition of safety. The assumption is made that everyone understands what safety really means. However, we found that this is not the case, as everyone defines safety differently. We came to a conclusion that if a safety culture is to be sustained, there must be a mutual agreed upon definition for the word safety by everyone in the organization. While this single word may sound very simple, the word safety is still debated as to a clear and concise definition. If an organization is working with multiple definitions with vague concepts of the perception of safety, then the potential for improving the overall safety culture is not very clear. We took a look at the dictionary to see if we could define safety, and what we found was several definitions. Number 1, safety is the quality of being safe, the freedom from danger or risk or injury. Number 2, the condition of being safe from undergoing or causing hurt, injury, or loss. These definitions define safety in terms of itself and imply safety as something you know when you see it. Now, this reminds me of a quote from the late Dan Peterson. The safety culture is the way it is around here. So based on this, these definitions do nothing for determining and examining potential latent, hidden hazards that may exhibit a high-risk event with potential severe consequences that has not yet been defined clearly. In our mind, a better definition may be relative freedom from danger, risk, or threat of harm, injury, or loss to personal and/or property, whether caused deliberately or by accident. If you take it a step further and review the ANSI Z590.3 Prevention Through Design Guidelines for Addressing Occupational Hazards and Risk in Design and Redesign Processes, ANSI defines the word safety as freedom from unacceptable risk, with risk being defined as an estimate of the probability of a hazard-related incident or exposure occurring. In addition, ANSI Z590.3 defines hazard as the potential for harm. Now, if you review these definitions from ANSI for hazard and risk, you will observe that it allows for a relative level of risk acceptance as a practical matter. Therefore, you will notice that a higher risk can be acceptable as certain jobs or tasks retain an element of risk even after intense efforts are made to mitigate or control their hazards or risk, which means that there is some level of risk that is considered acceptable by society to achieve a specific activity. In conclusion, high risk must be evaluated and controlled to the degree possible to ensure that all feasible protective devices and procedures are used and controlled effectively. Thank you. I wish everyone the best of luck.